Yeah, no big deal. Saw that world tree down. One of these days, we're just going to be sitting happy in our towers, just chilling out with all of our riches and our turkey legs, and then the earth's going to tip. Just going to tip right over.
Tip right over.
That's not funny. Yeah, that's not funny.
You're listening to Not Funny, a wildly mediocre podcast. I am Max. This is Rex Van Candy of Rex Van Candy, very famous.
Hello. Very famous.
Today, with my very famous guest and best friend, we are talking about Thanksgiving, which I know you all love. I'm going to kick us off with a fun fact about Thanksgiving, and you might be thinking, a holiday about genocide couldn't possibly have any fun facts.
Yeah, it could. Of course it could. Uncle Sam showed up on the shores of Maine, and then they cooked a turkey and they punched Nazis.
Alternatively, so many people are so into Thanksgiving that it is in fact celebrated in space. They celebrate Thanksgiving in space.
Yeah, because Uncle Sam.
All right, so Thanksgiving is so important in America that it is celebrated in space. A astronaut-safe, freeze-dried turkey dinner is served aboard the International Space Station. The packaged foodstuff contains smoked turkey, cran apple dessert, cornbread stuffing, and tea with sugar, which is all heated in their space oven.
Oh. They have a space oven?
They have a space oven. I have pictures of the space oven.
How does it work?
I think it's just a regular oven, but in space.
Nice.
Although, like,
Can't
now
they just
that I
put
think
it
about
out on
that,
a
can you
stick
have...
into space?
I don't know. I think I might have to Google the space oven, but I do have pictures of the oven on the International Space Station. It looks kind of like just your standard toaster oven, but it's space safe, I guess.
Well, I have a theory. Because in space, you get hit by the sun with no shielding. So it's like super freaking hot, whatever's facing the sun. And it's incredibly cold, what's facing away from it. So what if you had the perfect rotation for a rotisserie cooker out in space, that it didn't get super cooled on the other end and it didn't get too crispy on one end? You know, there's probably a perfect RPM that
Earth.
No, like you could cook something if you spin it in the right RPM, just right outside the space station
so
window.
if we take a turkey that's the size of Earth and put it next to Earth and spin it at the same speed as Earth.
Now you're being ridiculous.
But that's enough Thanksgiving for the whole planet.
It's enough Thanksgiving for like the East Coast of America.
Yeah. I didn't bother to look up how much turkey gets consumed between Thanksgiving and Christmas in the United States, but I'm sure it would gross me out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
As you can probably tell, I'm super thrilled about Thanksgiving. Which brings me to my top 10 list, which is the top 10 funkiest Thanksgiving and Christmas traditions, which I will now be telling Rex because he has no idea what these are. These are in no particular order, by the way, but I do start shitting on Thanksgiving at the end.
Oh. Like literally or figuratively?
There's actually a little of both, and we'll get to it.
Oh, wow. We're in for a treat, folks.
This is a very special time. All right, so at number 1, we have Japanese Christmas tradition of getting a gigantic KFC meal.
Excuse me, Japanese
Yes.
Thanksgiving.
Oh, oops,
Japanese
Christmas. It's Christmas.
Did you say Christmas?
I thought I said Christmas. Japanese Christmas tradition. It's Christmas.
I thought we started this conversation talking about Christmas. Like,
I said funky Christmas and Thanksgiving. It's both.
Wow, everything's messed up because I said Christmas this time. Wow.
Okay, so
Holidays.
yes, and as you know, Thanksgiving is really just a thing in the United States and Canada. So
Right. That's why I was confused. I was like,
right.
Japan.
Yeah, so I decided to include Christmas as well so I could have, just a good balance of culture.
Gotcha.
So yeah, Japan and their KFC. So around 3.6 million Japanese families enjoy a KFC Christmas dinner, which is all thanks to Takeshi Okawara, who was the CEO of KFC Japan from 1984 to 2002.
Wow. Okay.
So just a few months after the first KFC opened in Japan in 1970, he introduced a Christmas party barrel, which yes, and that's inspired by like these gigantic dinners that we're having over here in the United States. Which
was it like a Donkey Kong barrel?
I think it's like the barrel bucket. I don't eat chicken, so I don't know what they serve at KFC.
I was just hoping that it had some
buckets, barrels. I don't
Donkey
know.
Kong reference. It's Nintendo 80s.
I mean, like
Japan.
maybe if you go to
it would all line up. It would all line up.
This is the 70s though.
I thought you said from 1980.
He was the CEO in 1984.
Well, I thought that then he would have implemented this as the CEO.
No, this was before he was the CEO. He was just working for KFC, just chilling.
He pitched the idea.
This is what got him that position for sure.
Wow.
Because this is like a 40 years long ad campaign that they're just cranking out over there. But yeah, it was an ad campaign that went national for them in 1974 under the name Kirisumasu no wa Kentucky, or Kentucky for Christmas. And I know my Japanese is probably terrible, don't at me. It's just how it is. So this basically, like, there wasn't a lot going on in Japan for Christmas because only about like 4% of the population max was like actually Christian or Catholic at this time.
Right. Yeah, you see a lot of Christmas in like Japanese animes, and I'm like, dude, where'd they even get that? They are on an island.
Well, you see, colonizers.
Oof.
So yeah, there wasn't a whole lot going on for Christmas over there, so it was just ripe for the advertising, and KFC really just went hard. So these days, they have a pretty standard dinner package, which will include a Christmas cake, a chicken, and some KFC brand wine.
Wow.
Or if you really spring for it, you can get a roast chicken with stuffing or some barbecue ribs. And also, my favorite fun fact out of all of this is that there are like statues of the Colonel outside these KFCs in Japan, and they dress him up like Santa.
Well, I mean, if I was in Japan and didn't know American culture that well, I would think they're the same guy.
I mean, yeah.
Like Colonel Sanders, Colonel Santa Claus.
Christmas Colonel.
Same thing. Colonel Santa. He's
Colonel
coming down your chimney with the mashed potatoes.
If you're bad, you only get gravy.
Yeah. It's in a plastic baggie, not even a Ziploc. So it's just like the
It's
fold
just
over
like-
kind. So it gets everywhere. Don't tip it. Be very careful.
No, like you
Don't
just
shake
fills
your presents.
stocking with gravy and then
Oof. Yeah, it's dripping down the toe.
it depends on how bad you are. If you really cross Colonel Santa, you just get a stocking full of gravy.
Yeah.
All right, so number 2 on my list is one you probably know, but the Christmas pickle.
Christmas pickle.
The Christmas pickle.
Can't say I've ever heard of such a thing.
So this is actually not really as weird as it sounds, but I do love it. So
Does sound pretty weird.
it's really just a pickle-shaped ornament that they put on trees in Germany. And no one has really like any definitive answer about how or when this got started. But pretty much after you tuck all your little children into bed on Christmas Eve, you hide the pickle ornament in the tree. And so whoever finds it first Christmas morning gets a year of good luck or a special little reward of some sort. So usually in like larger families, that's going to be who gets to open their first present.
What?
Yeah, so if you find the pickle,
How hard is it to find a pickle in the tree? Is it
well,
tiny?
it's
Is it
green
like this big?
and it's like a little
It's like
Christmas.
a little pickle.
Yeah, but you have a shitload of other ornaments on your green tree. The pickle is green.
See, I was thinking like you go to like, the pickle store and you got the big jar and, if it's a Christmas pickle, it's got to be something special, right? So it's like monster size. I was thinking a whole damn curly ass cucumber.
No, it's not really that crazy. Although when I was a kid in elementary school, like some of my friends' families did hide like an actual pickle in the tree.
Like a dill pickle
somewhere,
spear?
yeah. No, like
Or
just
like
like
a
an
full
actual, like a
pickled-
pickle. The whole pickle.
Okay.
Yeah, and they would just like hide that in the house somewhere. And usually like some families do like a little prize or an extra present. Some families will like be like, oh, you get to open the first present and kick this all off. But yeah, it's not really super crazy, but it does sound weird. So I put it on the list. So number 3, I have, which you're probably really going to love. If you have arachnophobia, just tune this one out. But Ukrainian Christmas spiders. So the legend of the Christmas spider is kind of an Eastern European tale that is meant to explain why we put tinsel on the tree.
We're trying to mock spider webs up?
Yes.
Wow.
So the short version of the story that I just grabbed from Wikipedia, I'm going to read to you now, but it goes, a poor but hardworking widow once lived in a small hut with her children. One summer day, a pine cone fell on the earthen floor of the hut and took root. The widow's children cared for the tree, excited at the prospect of having a Christmas tree by winter. The tree grew, but when Christmas Eve arrived, they could not afford to decorate it. The children sadly went to bed and fell asleep. Early the next morning, they woke up and saw that the tree was covered with cobwebs. When they opened the windows and the first rays of sunlight touched the webs and turned them into gold and silver, the widow and her children were overjoyed. From then on, they never lived in poverty again. Yeah, so it's actually like a really cute story that I like a lot.
Yeah.
So some versions of this are told actually from the perspective of the spiders, which this is really cute, who just wanted to see a real Christmas tree all decorated.
Ooh.
And I guess in the Ukraine, this is still where it's pretty popular. And it's considered good luck to find a spider in your Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Which I love that a lot because I hate when people like kill spiders or like freak out about spiders. I think they're cute. So like this is just all for me. I'm all about this. So that is the story of why we put tinsel on our Christmas trees. And if you're in Eastern Europe, you might also hang some glass or jeweled spider ornaments. So actually my goth Christmas tree was pretty accurate.
Of course.
All right, so next is a lovely one, a Christmas one from the US. Number 4. Those 24-hour loops of the Yule log burning. There's just, for the holidays, there's just a TV channel. And it's just a 24-hour loop of a Yule log. It's got fire crackling noises.
Is this weird?
You don't think it's weird to have
I
like
put
a
on
TV?
the Yule log every year. I've been watching that Yule log burn down.
It's weird. And then they've got like the Christmas music or the holiday jazz, and it's just...
Yeah. It's for if you're over here and you aren't so privileged to have a Yule log of your own, you don't have a fireplace, you put it on your big flat screen plasma 73-inch TV.
Right, because you're not privileged enough for the fireplace. I get it.
Yeah.
I feel like though, if I couldn't find if that was really a thing in other countries, but it's definitely a thing here. So I thought I would.
Yule log. Yule log.
I used to like it a lot when I was like a little kid because we didn't have a fireplace, but our TV was also like really small.
Yeah. Nope. I got Yule log pride, man.
Yule pride.
Yeah. San Dimas High School Yule rules.
All right, so moving on from weird US TV, because everything in the US is all about centering around your television. So we have the Yule Cat of Iceland at number 5.
Okay.
And if you haven't heard of the Yule Cat, you're going to love this. The Yule Cat will literally just fucking eat you if you don't wear new clothes on Christmas.
Excuse me?
So,
How big is this cat?
the size of a house.
Oh, it won't be too hard for him then.
No, it will be really easy.
Just
But wait,
quick little munch.
it gets better. So they have a holiday tradition of giving out new clothes for Christmas, but you have to earn them. And you earn your new Christmas outfit by finishing all your chores by Christmas Eve before you go to bed.
Ah.
And the gigantic house-sized Yule Cat will slink around, peering into house windows
Slink.
on Christmas night. Yes, he's very sneaky. He's a cat. He's a big cat, but he's still a cat. He'll knock your chimney off the roof.
Yeah, you've seen cats slinking around on your counters and knocking shit over. They'd be knocking entire buildings over. You'd notice.
Yeah, well, mostly he'll just like peek through your windows and stare at you awkwardly, as cats often do.
Do they just push cars off ledges just for fun?
Probably.
Better not be near a parking garage.
It would be advised. But if you have not finished your chores and you did not get your new clothes, the Yule Cat will peek around your house, see who's got those new clothes, and if you haven't got your new clothes, he will eat your dinner in front of you before absolutely murdering you.
Rude.
Yeah, so
Can
you
you still,
get to go
like,
to hell without dinner.
Can you still and
See,
like call
that's the
him
thing
over?
is I think you don't really want him around. As
Well,
he
what
is
if you distract him with that? He's gonna eat you, and then he goes for fucking face rubs.
just, grow catnip in your yard. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine. And that is the Yule Cat. I just absolutely love that last part where he eats your dinner in front of you. Like you have to just watch this
He
giant
just stares at you the
scary
whole
cat.
time. Just
And like the whole time you're gonna die and you didn't get to eat Christmas dinner.
yeah.
So
Bummer, dude.
next on my list at number 6, I have roller skating to church in Venezuela.
Ooh.
So this one is really just fun, and I've kind of seen it suggested and thrown around that it might be like an alternative to sledding because it's just not cold and snowy there.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But basically, people in Venezuela skate to church on Christmas morning at like 5 a.m. But it's such a big deal and so many people are doing it that the streets are usually closed to traffic and vehicles. They light off fireworks, there's church bells, and then they also have it's basically a parade route of people on roller skates going to church. So they've got...
Is there just one church, or did they branch out to their respective
I think it mostly...
churches?
I didn't write it down, but I think it mostly is in one city. So I think it might be like one big church because it's a really super Catholic area.
Oh.
So with their gigantic Catholic churches.
Yeah. Meet me in the cloister.
But yeah, there's basically a parade route. They've got food trucks where you can get your Christmas breakfast and skate along to church.
Nice.
Which, I love roller skating, but not to church. I roller skate to Aqua in the driveway. I know what year it is.
I haven't roller skated since I was 12.
That's fair.
And I wasn't good at it, so I didn't continue.
I love roller skating, but it's serious on the legs.
Yeah. You ever seen that clip of that guy at Sonic who's delivering some blue fucking drinks? He just eats shit right before the... Oh my God. And he knocks the lung butter out of his lung. He's just it's like the horrible sound. And the people in the car just laugh.
Oh my God. Go help
I would have
him.
quit. Absolutely never gone back. Just
Yeah, that's
got
so
up
mean.
and left. Not even explained myself.
That's just not right.
Yeet those skates into the bushes. Never come back.
I would like never roller skate again either.
Yeah. Lots of the people roller skating there fucking crash. It just seems like a liability. Why are they still doing this?
Yeah,
You're dropping the food, you're messing people's orders up, and people are getting injured.
Right, because it's like just a bunch of teenagers who don't
for
like
minimum
enjoy
wage.
skating. They're just doing it for like a job, so they really probably don't even practice.
Yeah, bullshit. Stop it. Get some help.
Sonic, not teenagers on roller skates.
Yeah.
So, number 7 on the list. This one starts out kind of funny and then not so much, but we'll get to it. I have the Christmas goblins, which is mainly a thing in Greece and parts of Europe.
Goblins, you say?
Christmas goblins.
Goblins. My
So,
favorite.
apparently, under the earth, sawing at the world tree all year long, which is apparently...
Whoa. Dial it back. Run that back. The world tree?
Yes, the world tree, the tree that holds up the world.
You're just going to glance over that.
Well, yes, because everybody else did, so I guess it's not a big deal that they're sawing this tree down. I did
That sounds like a big deal.
research.
If there are goblins down there sawing at the world tree I didn't know
But they've
about,
been doing
that's
it every
apparently
year
important.
forever, so it's fine.
It's a big tree, I assume.
It's the world tree. So yeah, under the earth, sawing at the world tree, not a big deal, don't worry about it. This Greek word
Fair
I
enough.
can't pronounce, so just
What is it?
wish me luck. It's Kalikantsaros, which I'm sure is absolutely not how I pronounce that, but also
Sounds close enough.
yeah,
Close enough.
the pronunciation guide was not a whole lot of help on that one. But they're basically just little goblins. They are never described the same. It varies wildly across regions, but they're basically always going to be hairy and black and mostly mischievous and stupid. So
Wow.
they come out for your 12 days of Christmas.
So they're around for 12 days.
Yes, they come out from under the earth for 12 days, yeah. And they basically just come to like fuck around and mess with you, play some pranks. It is suggested that you keep your Yule log burning in your fireplace to keep them from coming down your chimney and sneaking your house and knocking all your shit about. They're not considered particularly smart, like I said. So one of the only consistent details that I could really get was that they can't count over 2. So I imagine they also aren't really making any very serious plots against you. Other than, I guess, knocking your dishes off the shelf. And
It's a weird detail to have for these goblins.
yeah, well, I
They
read
can't
that
count over 2.
it's because 3 is a holy number, and if they say it out loud, it will kill them.
Oh.
So they can't count past 2 because 3 comes after that. Which is weird because, how in hotels they just skip the 13th floor, so it's
Yeah.
12, 14. They can't just skip 3. Is there like a law? Did God say?
Weird. Yeah. Isn't that some bit in Monty Python where they try to count when they throw the holy hand grenade of Antioch? He's like 1, 2, 4. He skips 3. Why does he skip 3? It's a holy hand grenade. Maybe that has something to do with it.
Yeah, I don't know.
And the instructions were very verbose about counting.
Yes.
And I haven't seen that movie in a long time to check it out.
Yeah, I should probably watch that. I wonder now.
Yeah.
But once the Yule time is over, they just go back under the earth and back to sawing at the tree. No big deal.
Yeah. No big deal. Saw that world tree down. One of these days, we're just going to be sitting happy in our towers, just chilling out with all of our riches and our turkey legs, and then the earth's going to fucking tip. Just going to tip right over.
Tip right over. It's fine. It'll be fine. Isn't that how gravity always is? We're
Thinking
just
we're all
falling,
safe in
so
our ivory
gravity
towers.
works.
What, tipping over?
No, I'm just saying because Earth is flat, and it's falling, and we're falling with it, and that's how gravity works. So if they like cut the world tree, we just keep falling.
It's going up. It's accelerating up at 9 meters per second. You didn't know that?
Oh shit. They better not saw down that tree.
Yeah. That tree is growing 9 meters a second. That's why we're going up.
Oh.
As soon as that tips, boom, done. We're going to start accelerating 9 meters a second.
Maybe that's why it's taking them
sideways.
so long, is because they're like so short and they're like sawing and then it grows, so they have to like start over.
Right, yeah. Every saw
they
would be
can't reach
diagonal because every second it's 9 meters higher.
And they can't reach the old one. That checks out.
Checks out.
All right, so I guess it really isn't a big deal. Solve that problem.
Yeah,
all right.
they can't saw it down.
So
it's growing too fast.
Well, like these little demon goblin things are mostly just silly legends. Some of them where they do actually become dangerous and more demonic and might kill or harm you get kind of really racist. So if you do decide to like look any of this up, remember when I said we were going to talk about literal shit?
No.
Oh, well,
I
did
blocked
say
that out of my mind.
So at number 8, I have the Spanish figurine taking a shit. There's really not much to this except that No, you're listening to this. Don't worry, it's fine. Sit up. Come back. It's fine.
No.
So, yeah, there's really not much to this except that, like, in Spain, it's pretty common to have a little figurine of a dude taking a shit in your nativity scene. Like, just hide that. Just slip that one in there.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's just a thing.
In the nativity.
Yeah.
Where is he taking that shit?
I don't know.
Outhouse?
No,
into
just
the
like
basket?
on the ground in the corner.
Shitting into Jesus's basket? Are you serious?
You just hide that in there where you think nobody's gonna notice. So it's been a thing for like
it's all in good
like
fun.
300 years now. I found
300 years of fun.
300 years of fun, which I feel like 300 years ago that was like grounds for like getting executed. But you know, whatever.
Fun.
Spain doesn't care.
Have you been to Spain 300 years ago?
I have not.
Shitting on religion was so much fun.
So when I went to like look this one up and get a better idea of what was going on, the search results were actually mostly for sales for these little figurines, which included, and I have pictures of this, Yoda and Darth Vader sold as a pair.
Shitting?
Yeah, taking shits. They come with little plastic poopies.
Is it like the ones that poop out the jelly beans or the goop? Poop?
No, they're just like little figurines.
Okay,
they don't do anything. They got their pants down, they're squatting, and there's
Does
sometimes...
Yoda have a green ass, or is it like, do they both have regular man asses?
You know, they actually did not show their butts in the listing.
Shocking.
Some of them showed the butts in the listing, such as a figurine of certain orange presidents.
Oh, okay. But I just think it would be really funny if like they mass produced these so much they couldn't even like bother to make Yoda have a different butt than the standard butt. So it just has a Yoda head on a small figurine, but
Honestly,
with the same like white ass.
It kind of looked like somebody like homemade these. It was an eBay listing.
Okay.
But I have the picture. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, more or less funny, I'm not sure.
There's also another set. These were like the top 3 listings. There's a set that has the Queen and her royal guard.
Pooping? Still, okay.
She's like got her dress hiked up and she's taking a shit.
Gotta make sure I didn't miss something.
Yeah, no, these are all just taking a hefty shit
God
right
save
on
the Queen.
Jesus' birth.
God save the Queen. At Jesus' birth.
It's just so like funny because you have like these days, I guess it's a thing to get ones that are like celebrities or like characters, right? But then you're just gonna have like this nice little nativity scene all set up in your window, and then there's gonna be Yoda taking a shit.
Yeah.
I just find that so highly amusing that I think I might actually just buy one.
Dump, I must.
Moving on, leaving the bathroom, no more potty talk. So this list has been pretty Christmas oriented, just because I wanted to include some stuff from just around, because not everybody celebrates this awful, awful holiday. But I'm going to get to the creepiest Thanksgiving tradition of all time. You guys are going to love this. It's so good.
Creepiest of all time.
It's pretty creepy once you think about it, but
Okay.
as you know, the traditional Thanksgiving dinner is a turkey. There are hundreds of them, all frozen and butchered at my local grocery store, filling those big freezers, like overfull.
Headless.
Headless.
Of course.
Yes. So every year on Thanksgiving, the president of the U.S. pardons a lucky turkey for its crimes, I guess.
Crimes against humanity because it's so delicious.
And the turkey is then sent to like live on a nice farm and just chill out for the rest of its life.
The fucking president
Yeah.
pardons a turkey.
Did you not know about the turkey pardon?
Did he do it this year?
Yeah.
In the fucking COVID pandemic when there's better shit to do?
I will get to it. So, yeah, every year on Thanksgiving, the president is presented with 2 turkeys. Each year, the turkeys come from family farms and are provided by the National Turkey Foundation. And just to make it extra bizarre and extra American, the people can vote on which turkey will get pardoned. So yeah,
was that on the ballot?
No,
I don't remember.
No, I think it's like an internet thing. I've never voted on this.
Okay, we live in a society.
So yeah,
a democracy.
Yeah, everything's a democracy here. You vote on everything. That is the way.
Which turkey has policies you agree with?
Right,
and
he
we want
to live.
Keep it around.
Right.
Okay.
And then, so basically, you're sentencing one turkey to death. It's kind of bizarre, right?
Yeah, you do have to choose which one dies.
It's just
by choosing the other one.
Right. I mean, it's just weird, and like everybody votes on this. It's a big thing. So this year, we all know who was president for Thanksgiving, and during the turkey pardon, maybe it was last year, because Thanksgiving didn't happen yet.
Yeah, does this happen on Thanksgiving? Or like the week of, because it's the week of now that we're recording this.
I thought it said this year, but maybe it was an article from last year that I was reading. But I guess it quoted certain presidents as saying that, because you vote on which turkey gets pardoned. So the article quoted the president as patting the losing turkey and saying that he does not concede and he demands a recount. This turkey told him that. And I was like, yikes, dude, chill. So that kind of leads me to believe that
there
it's
was
this
fake
year.
news on both sides. This turkey is innocent. This turkey has very powerful friends of mine. This is, in fact, one of the best turkeys I've ever met.
So, lastly, and most importantly, I have number 10, the weirdest Thanksgiving tradition, also surprisingly from the US. Surprisingly.
A Thanksgiving tradition from the US. Is it murdering indigenous people?
No, it's jello.
Thank God. Oh.
So, over the last 70 years and probably before, nobody knew what to do with all of those awful Thanksgiving leftovers. So they just mixed them in a bowl with some mayonnaise and jello and just made a jello mold.
Dude, I thought you were going to talk about the advent of jello. We just didn't know what to do with all these weird bones, all these cartilage, and all this weird shit.
I probably had a lot to do with all the leftover bones.
Gelatin.
So now for your viewing pleasure and or schadenfreude, I am going to be breaking out 2 horrendous jello molds along with a tasty holiday drink to share with Rex. And we will be reading you these recipes and letting you know how this tastes.
Good God. I don't know what schadenfreude is. I'm scared.
And now for a commercial break while I go raid the fridge. All right. The jello. I have prepared us a lovely Thanksgiving meal. So I've got sea breeze jello salad on one side of the plate. Hellman's cranberry surprise on the other side of the plate.
What? Okay.
And of course, a hot Dr. Pepper to wash it all down.
Ow, it's hot as fuck.
It's a hot Dr. Pepper.
You really went and applied fire to this Dr. Pepper?
Yes, I have heated the Dr. Pepper as per instruction.
What? Oh, okay.
So you might be looking at these plates and be like, what the fuck? That looks very clearly like spinach dip and not a jello mold. And that is because I have substituted some vegetarian ingredients for this.
Yes.
I have to adjust this mic real quick.
That's not quite your jello consistency, so it never really
Yeah, so it turns out that it does not work the same as jello.
Yeah.
So this is kind of just congealed goop.
Goo sauce.
I mean, which is really, jello is just more solid. It's the same thing. So
Oh, man, I highly
let's
doubt
go. Let's go ahead and dip into this sea breeze salad.
Bone apple teeth.
It smells so weird.
You put my fork in this one, so now it's gonna taste like that.
Rip to me. I hate it. I hate it so much. It's so chunky.
This is wrong.
It would probably be okay on like chips, but like by itself is so bad. I took like the tiniest bite. Oh my god. So this is a holiday recipe that I got from Southern Living. And I'm going to read to you what we just ate, what we just sampled.
Wait, we didn't have to eat the whole thing?
No, it's so gross.
You didn't even bring napkins for the inevitable vomit.
I just trusted you to have a strong stomach. It's fine. It's
I
fine.
ate like 17 bites of that.
So, what is a sea breeze jello salad from Southern Living? I'm just gonna read you.
Oh, it's got a slow burn.
Oh god, the onions are coming. A 1/4 cup cold water, 10 ounces of beef broth, 2 envelopes unflavored gelatin, a 1/4 teaspoon salt, 2 tables lemon juice. Yeah, just unflavored.
Bone goo.
Yes.
Unflavored, okay.
2 envelopes. 1 cup of salad dressing, such as Miracle Whip. So, of course, I used 1 cup of mayonnaise. This contains 1 cup of mayonnaise. Have you ever seen what 1 cup of mayonnaise looks like?
Do I put that on every sandwich?
But wait, there's more. 1 medium onion, quartered.
It was
10
unpleasant.
ounces of frozen chopped spinach, thawed. 4 hard-boiled eggs. And a 1/2 pound of bacon.
The fuck is this?
This is sea breeze jello salad.
What does it have to do with the sea?
I don't
Or
know.
the breeze?
It's like this lovely seafoam green color.
A sea foam fucking...
Well, I guess it's supposed to be, but whatever this is.
I guess the jello, if it was like congealed and it was floating in there, the jello would have looked kind of greenish. But mostly a cup of mayonnaise. It's white. It looks like clam vomit.
Well, let me...
Sea breeze. Clam vomit. Here we go.
I'll show you a picture of what it's supposed to look like, but I mean, I really nailed it.
Going in for seconds. That was worse.
If you just sit with it for a second, you can really taste the onions. I mean, it's got that beefy, bacony front.
It's worse.
But
it's worse the
those
second
onions
time.
really come in. Also, it's got mid notes of wet spinach.
Yeah, the wet spinach is like just puts the texture over the edge of not cool. It could almost do as a spinach bacony cream dip thing, but it doesn't have the right consistency. You need some sort of cheese or something like that.
I did make all this vegetarian, so the bacon is not real and the beef broth is not real. So, I mean, it could taste
a lot worse, maybe. It could be worse or better. Who knows?
I don't know, but I did read you the recipe, so if you try this at home, let me know. All right, part 2. Hellman's Cranberry Surprise. This is a special holiday recipe.
You should have brought us 2 forks. Now it's just gonna taste like sea breeze.
I didn't think this through. Stop.
Got most of it off.
So the Hellman's Cranberry Surprise is a special holiday recipe for what to do with all your leftover mayonnaise after you've made the sea breeze salad.
Oh.
Which we are now going to taste.
All your leftover mayonnaise, eh? All right, moving the thing.
Yeah, well, you know, the sea breeze salad only takes half a jar.
What is going to surprise me? Oh, this is a large chunk. Do I have to get a chunk? Is that part of the whole agreement?
Oh, no, that... You get that chunk. That is also awful. It's worse. I think that's worse.
I'm gonna be down here.
Just drink your hot Dr. Pepper. It's fine.
I'm gonna be down here.
No, come on. Just drink your drink.
Knock the lights over. The glasses came off.
Come on. Come on.
Hang on. Cut.
Wait.
Everything's cut. It's fine.
Whoa. Would you like to know what you just ate?
No.
Well, I'm gonna tell you. The ingredients of Hellman's Cranberry Surprise, which I had to carefully decode from a really crispy, crunchy, deep fried picture from the 70s, are 1 envelope of unflavored gelatin, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon salt, a 1/2 cup of mayonnaise, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, 1 teaspoon grated lemon zest, a whole can of whole berry cranberry sauce, 1 orange or apple diced, or 8 ounces of canned pineapple, and a 1/4 cup of chopped walnuts. So, I did not put the walnuts in it.
I was getting ready to die. I was like, all right, this is how you kill me. Fine, whatever.
Live on my podcast.
Yeah.
Live. I decided to go with an orange for the chunks. And let me tell you, I thought that wasn't going to be that bad, but it was that bad. I'll just be sipping on my nice hot cup of Dr. Pepper to get the taste of that.
With a lemon in it. It's got a lemon in it.
Yes, so this is a holiday
lemon
recipe that Dr. Pepper suggested, which was just warm Dr. Pepper with a slice of lemon.
Oh, it's so good. good. It really complements the whole meal. Oh, it's hot too. Like too hot type hot. Ow.
Actually, that just tastes like really sugary tea. That's not bad.
Ow. But we're talking about the ensemble here.
Altogether, this is just terrible.
This does not wash down my cranberry surprise.
Well, I have good news about the cranberry surprise is that I dropped the rest of it on the kitchen floor, so it's in the trash.
Where it belongs. Things are right with the world. And I just keep drinking this, I guess.
This is not bad. This by itself is not bad.
No, it's
not good, but it's not bad.
Yeah, our basis of comparison is what we just ate was horrendous. One was onions and mayonnaise and jello with chopped spinach that literally lent no flavor but just chunky mouthfeel.
It's got like a grainy texture because you have to put it in the blender.
Yeah. And then the cranberry surprise was surprisingly terrible.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking when I was making it, it smelled kind of good. And I was like, oh, this might not be that bad. But like, it is gross.
Yeah, dude, mayonnaise does not make a good base.
And I can't...
For fruit salad.
I can't really tell if like my choice of vegetarian jello made it worse or better, obviously. Like,
yeah.
Maybe if it was the right consistency from being actually solid. That kind of sounds worse.
It sounds terrifying that you would like slice it and you get a jiggly,
slice
wiggle
like
slice
a
and then you
cake.
eat that. Oh, I don't know, man.
Well, you're supposed to put the cranberry surprise is supposed to be in those like little single serving molds.
Well, still not good.
And then you like put it on the plate and you put an extra dollop of mayonnaise on top of it when you serve it.
Fucking
so
no.
Yeah, I mean, this is just like what to do with a whole jar of mayonnaise, I guess.
You got mayonnaise left over? Is your mayonnaise making too much noise all the time? You're so stupid. Make sea breeze salad.
And then I did save, I didn't make this because I would probably burn down my whole studio, but I did save the cranberry surprise candle, which is, it's like literally a candle made of cranberry surprise that you light.
Oh.
So
that's how much, fuel is in cranberry surprise. It works as a candle.
Yeah. So there's that. That's a thing.
No, that's not a thing. Stop making this a thing.
Yeah, I have always
Why
been
do I keep drinking this?
You can have your beer back. It's cool.
It's gone. My beer is empty.
Oh, I'm sorry for your loss. You just have to drink your hot Dr. Pepper then. I served you a lovely Thanksgiving dinner, a vintage Thanksgiving dinner.
Wow. It's true.
I scoured 70s cookbooks for these jello foods.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, a couple decades ago, like jello was just the thing.
Yeah, what are you going to do with all these bones? Make jello. Duh. It's a staple in your diet. It's got bones in it. Maybe that has something, nutritious.
Sure. Collagen.
Yeah. Great.
It's got no calories. So that's cool, I guess.
How's it got no calories? I guess just the bones got no calories, but you cover it in sugar.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's got a whole jar of mayonnaise calories in it now.
Yeah. So the flavorless gelatin, 0 calories. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Too far away from my mic.
So this has been a lovely presentation and explanation of why I am not allowed to cook. Well, that concludes the torture segment of my podcast, but if we want to move on to the last bit.
There's another bit? I thought we were going home. I thought we were getting a pizza.
Actually, for our last bit, go ahead and talk about your project since you're my guest. Tell the people what you do if they don't know who you are.
Oh, God. Hi there. I'm Rex Van Canty. Yeah, you know me. From that metal band that's just Rex Van Canty. So there's no real band, it's just me.
The whole band.
And that YouTube channel with dozens of subscribers. And that Twitch channel where I play Doom 2. Cutting edge video gameplay. Twitch.tv/Rex Van Canty.
So if you're not familiar with Rex, do Google him. Look him up on Spotify. He's got his first EP is out now. Stream it. He gets paid for that, and we want Rex to get paid.
I get paid for that? You can go purchase my EP on Bandcamp if you're old-fashioned like that. But you don't have to. No pressure.
Is that a digital or a physical copy that you can purchase?
Digital copy. If you want a physical copy, you just gotta message me. I'll make you one.
Do you have any other projects you're working on that are sneak peek? What's going on with Rex?
I'm always working on things.
That's true. You're literally always busy. I don't know how you even had time to do this, but thanks for coming on my show, the first episode of my show, and thanks for letting me torture you on my show.
Yeah, maybe I'll start my own podcast. A better podcast.
With less torture, because that was kind of
blackjack
fun.
and hookers.
I don't think they'll let you air that.
No, but yeah, I should have more singles coming out every month. Not this month. It took me too long to promote the first EP. I'm streaming on that Twitch, like all the dang time.
I go hang out on those streams every once in a while, so
yeah,
you'll see me on them, or you might hear from me in the chat as well.
Yes, follow me on all the things. Whatever you use, I'm on it. Wherever you listen to music, I'm on it. Wherever you watch people play video games, I'm also on that. Wherever you purchase video games. Not there yet, but I do make video games. I'm on Game Jolt. Check that out.
Oh yeah, that's also a thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, Rex Van Canty does literally everything, is literally everywhere. Definitely highly recommend his music. It's very good, especially if you really love solo guitar stuff. Super jammy, hot tasty licks, the whole deal.
Thank you.
So that about sums it up for today and our very special Thanksgiving episode. I hope you enjoyed watching me torture my BFF, who I hope will still be friends with me after that cranberry surprise. You can reach me if you would like by emailing wildlymediocristudios@gmail.com, or you can tweet me at notfunnycast. And I will see you next week, probably with more or less torture. Who knows?
Yes. I'm going to go eat my pizza in the great beyond.
Oh, yeah, the great beyond pizza. Didn't kill me. I'm still here.
Yes.
Great beyond what? I don't know.
We'll see you in the great beyond.
Well, if there's no next episode, you know it's that great beyond pizza.
No, it was this. It's already not sitting well. I feel cold.
I'm straight up, as soon as we cut this, going to dump this in the trash.
I got the shivers. I'm cold. Hot and cold. At the same time.
Yeah, you know, I'm feeling kind of faint.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Don't do jello.